Hey, what is good everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the best DSLR camera for YouTube right now in 2021 and probably beyond for super cheap. Okay, is that cheap? Simple. That is the Canon EOS M50 Mark II. Now this camera is absolutely phenomenal for YouTube, and right now it's super cheap. You can check out in the link in the description. I think it's about $825 Australian, which is $622 USD. But the prices do change. They go up and down quite a lot when it's on sale and when it's not on sale. So make sure you just check the price in the description. But even for $900, $1,000 Australian, it's still a great deal. Now the Canon M50 shoots 1080p at 60 frames per second. It does shoot 4K at 25 frames per second, but it has a 1.6 times crop, which is not fantastic. But the thing about YouTube is you want to upload as much content as possible, right? And you want it to be as well optimized as possible. So 4K videos can make people lag, and most people don't watch YouTube in 4K. If 4K is not an option, no one's gonna click off your video, okay? It really doesn't matter at all whatsoever, unless you're trying to film some like cinematic type of videos. But if you're trying to film YouTube videos where it's more about the content and content is key, then the 1080p really doesn't matter, okay? 1080p is great, especially because Canon's color science in the M50 and its autofocus is so good that you don't have to do too much color grading or editing to your footage at all. You shouldn't have to do any color grading or like specific sharpening and stuff to your footage, because the autofocus is so great, the color science is so great that you should be able to chuck your footage in your editing software, quickly edit it up, get it alive, start working on the next video, okay? Because that's gonna grow your YouTube channel the fastest. You know, DDG always preaches quantity over quality. As long as your quality is decent and the storyline's there, all that kind of stuff, it doesn't matter if you're filming on your iPhone. It really, as long as the quality is good, it doesn't really matter. As long as the content itself is good and it's watchable, it doesn't really matter. Now, something that does matter is the audio quality, okay? If you have bad audio quality, no one's gonna wanna watch your video, okay? The video quality doesn't have to be A1, but the better audio quality, the better. And this camera does have a microphone input, so if you're trying to connect external microphones, all that kind of stuff to improve your audio quality, this camera is great because it has that option. Now, something else that's really important about YouTube, or like if you're trying to film these sit down videos like I do right now, you're gonna want to probably plug in your camera to your computer so you can film off OBS and then it's just straight on your computer, or you can live stream, do all that kind of stuff. And the Canon M50 does have a clean HDMI output, which means that you can plug it into a capture card and then plug it into USB on a computer and use it as a webcam for your streaming, your sit down videos, all those kinds of things. So if you're in OBS and you want to film a reaction video, all you got to do is just boom, you know what I'm saying? Just click OBS and you can change from scene to scene. Okay, it's that simple. I think my audio cut out there, but it's alright. Has an APS-C size sensor, which means it's a lot bigger than your iPhones. You can kind of get that blurred effect, that nice bokeh effect. It's good. It's much better than a phone in low light. Obviously, it's not as good as a full frame sensor, but you're trying to find something cheap. It's still good in low light, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as good as full frame in low light, but it's still good in low light, so don't sleep on it. Obviously, it's a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera, so it's gonna take phenomenal photos, okay? The photos are gonna be A1. You can always trust on that. It has an articulating screen, so you can do that vlogging kind of stuff, all the stuff that you want to do. Ultimately, the camera is really just built for YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of just purpose built it for YouTube, so it's a fantastic camera for YouTube. If you want to see the best Canon lenses, I'll have a link to that video in the description. As I said, if you want to check out this camera, check out my link in the description. Also, the kit lens that it comes with on Amazon, the 15 to 45 millimeter lens, is fantastic for YouTube because you got 15 millimeters, so that means it's really wide. So like when you can be really close to it and it still looks wide, so it's great for vlogging. And then you also have 45 millimeters, so if you want to zoom in a little, if someone else is recording you, it's still fantastic, okay? It's that simple. But hey man, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Road to 1K on this channel. This will be my 4th channel with 1K subs, hopefully. And I'm out. See ya.